Bobbie. Hi, what are you doing out so late?
I'm on the late shift. Mind if I join you for some coffee?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I'd enjoy the company, please.
Thanks.
Coffee, please, for the lady.
How'd your trip go? Where was it, Arizona?
Yeah. And it didn't go. I guess you haven't heard, eh?
No. Somebody said that you went there to talk to a man about your son.
Yeah, the man's name was Cal Jameson. I got to talk to him before he died, but he wasn't able to tell me anything about Stephen Lars.
Died? Cal Jameson died?
Yeah, he got into some kind of a gunfight with the authorities at the Mexican border.
I think that he was really a terrible man. I mean, the things that he tried to do to people.
Well, Bobbie, I could never figure the guy out. As far as I could determine, he made his living blackmailing people.
Yeah, well, then I just can't say that I'm sorry for him, you know, to go around blackmailing people for a living. Sometimes people are genuinely sorry for the mistakes that they make, and for somebody to go around digging up things out of people's past, I just think the whole thing's...
Whoa, easy. I agree with you, but the man's dead. He's out of business.
Jeff?
Mm-hmm?
I just want to tell you that I'm your friend if you ever need somebody to talk to. I mean, I know things have been kind of rough for you lately with everything happening in your life.
Bobbie, it's all right to mention Heather's name, you know.
Okay. I mean, I know. I know the long hours you've been working, and I see the way you go off on your own sometimes, and I just want to tell you that you have an awful lot of friends, in case you haven't noticed.
I've noticed.
Okay, so don't turn them off. And don't take offense. You know me, I got a big enough mouth to remind you not to.
No offense, Bobbie. Thank you.
I gotta go.
I'll get it.
Oh, thank you. Have a good night.
Good night, Bobbie.
Oh, Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hiya, champ. Hello, you wacky kids. How's the movie?
It was super. You see, there was this creature from outer space, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And every time some unsuspecting person would come along and step into the puddle, ooh.
Right?
Yeah, really. They
Something
disintegrate into molecules. And then the monster would storm away in his cells. And then he was going to take them back to the planet and make them into slaves.
Ooh, terrific. Slave molecules. Sound like a heck of a date?
Oh, it's real romantic.
Yeah.
How about a soda?
Hey, yeah, come on, Jeff, you too.
You got it. Sodas for everyone there, barkeep. Come on.
Great. And guess what happened at the end?
What, to the mad monster puddle?
You're not
Yeah,
gonna believe it.
listen to this.
All right.
They had him trapped in a barn, all right? So guess what he did? Remember that part?
Okay, Lois, you can take off now.
Well, you're certainly up tonight.
Well, I had some wonderful news tonight. It's been really terrific, and I hope you have a terrific evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Luke, hi. Hi, I was just trying to call you. What are you doing here?
I got some good news for you that I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier today. Break out the champagne. Cal Jameson is dead.
I know. Jeff Weber just told me.
Well, it looks like your luck is changing, baby.
Yeah.
Looks like Roy won't be able to find out about your past now.
Yeah, well, not from Jameson anyway.
What do you mean, anyway?
Aunt Ruby's John is still up on 7, and he asked about me. He said, what happened to that cute chick, Bobbie Spencer? That's what he said to Ruby.
Well, in that case, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I mean, if he's looking for a cute little trick that he met in Florida, that ain't you anymore. Look, I don't want to disillusion you, but you're not a cute little trick anymore. You're not a mess, mind you, but a cute little trick,
Thanks a lot, brother dear.
Look, what I'm saying is he knew a girl. You're a woman now. He may not even recognize you.
Yeah, well, I hope not. Where's Roy?
I don't know.
Something seemed to be in his mind tonight.
Really?
Yeah, and I have a feeling that something's going on.
I feel a quiz coming on.
I think it's something very important, and I think it has something to do with those people.
People? People?
Luke, I am worried about him now. Where is Roy?
Don't be worried. Roy's a businessman. He has business meetings.
And why aren't you with him?
Because I'm with you.
We had lunch today. And we talked about getting married.
My blessings.
Luke, I'm still not sure that I can handle that kind of life with him, you know? I get scared sometimes. Does that ever happen to you? Do you ever get scared?
Sure. But I try to deal with it and put it out of the way. Fear serves no purpose, Bobbie. You know, I want things. That house today, that Quartermain house, I couldn't believe it. I want something like that for myself someday. And fear will not help me get it. I just gotta get out there and hustle.
It wouldn't kill you if you didn't get everything that you want.
It would kill me inside. I need to be somebody important. And I'm taking the fastest route I know to get there.
Maybe if you stopped and thought a little bit about
I
what you're
can't
doing.
stop. I can't stop. I can't look back. And neither can Roy.
You know, Luke, I really don't understand you. If all you're interested in having things, then what's with the college education?
Because I want everything. Because I'm tired of being uncomfortable around educated people, around special people.
Who are all these special people?
Laura, for instance. I could never have anybody like that. She's got too much class for me. She can be broke. She can be cooking hot dogs or hamburgers for her old man. She can even work in a crummy place like the disco. And you wasted my time. Well, sister, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
There, come on in. Just make yourself at home. I've got to change clothes, get ready for work. I think there's some soda or something in the fridge.
Wait a minute. Did you say you're going to work tonight?
Yes, of course.
Oh, of course. I took tonight off because of the memorial service.
Well, Luke's been so nice about giving me time off, Scotty. I can't ask for more.
What am I going to do here by myself tonight?
I'm sorry.
Get on the phone and call him up and tell him you're not coming in.
I can't do that. He's expecting me. Look, will you excuse me, please? I've got to get ready for work. I don't want to be late.
And I think we better be running along.
Yeah, it's been a real heavy day for us.
Thanks for coming to the services. Amy appreciated
No problem.
it.
Scotty, I think she's...
Look, about Laura, I'll handle it, okay? I mean...
Well, look, she's got a point. They can't keep on juggling shifts at the disco just to suit her personal life.
Brian, she's my wife, all right? She's not yours. Now, I will handle it. I'll figure something out.
Okay. I'll call you, okay?
All right. Good night.
You sure you won't eat any more? Mrs. Fields will be terribly offended, you know.
I couldn't. She's very sweet.
Yeah, she likes you too. She took to you immediately.
Everybody's been so wonderful. You, Laura, Scotty, everybody. And Laura and I are a lot closer now, and that helps a lot.
You know, life has a way of getting better and better depending on what we ourselves do. My advice to you is to smile a lot and laugh a lot because it does become you.
I'll try.
Are you tired?
I couldn't sleep. I'm pretty worked up.
Well, I have an idea. Why don't you come with me and drive back to the hospital?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd like to get out.
I'd like to see Monica one more time before she goes to sleep.
Okay, let me grab my jacket.
Hey, why are you guys all staring at me?
Well, because we happen to be scientists and we're studying the sleep habits of rats, and you happen to be the biggest rat here.
Hey!
Don't mind us.
Just go on what you're doing. Don't mind us.
You know, you guys are putting me on again. I'm not at all sleepy.
Hey, come on now. It's been a big day for you. Now, you need some rack time.
I'll take you home.
I want to stay with him.
On your feet.
Kid.
Aren't you coming?
No, she's gonna wait here for me because I'm coming back because we have a date.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Good
See you in
night.
the morning.
Don't!
Come on, let's go.
You're really doing a wonderful job with that kid, you know.
Oh, Jeff, I am getting back more than I'm giving, believe me. I don't know how I'm ever going to thank you for the part you played in the adoption going through, Jeff.
Oh, I didn't do nothing.
You don't know what it was like for me in that courtroom until you came in to testify on my
Hey,
behalf.
come on now. Everything I said was the truth. No, I can't take credit for that.
We have come a long way.
I guess. When was the last time I snapped at you?
Seems like only yesterday.
Well,
Waited a long time to be friends.
you've been very patient about that.
Well, we have a lot to share. Jeremy, for one thing. He absolutely idolizes you, Jeff.
Well, I'm pretty fond of the kid myself, you know. It's good having him around, you know. Every once in a while I start thinking about my own kid, where he is, what he's like. Well, you're being very generous about things, especially after the way I behaved with you.
Well, I'm going to have to insist that you make it up to me, you see.
Your slightest wish is my command. Name it.
Spend more time at the Hardy house.
Sort of sensing that I'd like to spend more time with my father, eh?
Yeah, you could say that.
Annie, I really need him. I gotta tell you, I don't know what I would have done in Arizona if he hadn't been there, even though we were unsuccessful. Jameson died without telling us anything important. Except...
Except?
Annie, it's what I don't understand. It's what's killing me right now. It's that Heather knew. Heather knows. She knows where our son is. I mean, how the hell could she do something like that to me?
Alan, may I see you for a minute?
Certainly. Will you excuse me?
Yeah, I'll just talk to Bobbie.
Thank you.
What is it, Rick?
When the hell will you learn?
What are you talking about?
You upset Monica your last visit, and it didn't do the baby any good either. You have got to stop pushing that girl around.
Did she say that?
Alan, I do not want you talking to her anymore about what she's going to do when she gets out of this hospital, or specifically where she is going to go. That has to be her decision and her decision alone.
So that's it.
Alan, we're going to be very lucky if that child is born without a heart problem.
This is a one-sided argument, Rick. I won't even try to defend myself.
Bobbie, you have any messages for me?
Yes, I do, Dr. Weber. Here you go.
Thank you.
I thought that something was wrong.
Well, not as far as you're concerned. I had something on my mind, and now it's all right.
I just wanted to thank you for the lovely flowers that you sent to the chapel and for taking care of everything for me.
That was primarily because of Scotty and that Quartermain.
I wish I could tell you what it means to me to be part of what seems like such a big family.
I think I can understand Amy, and I think Leslie would too.
Will she be home soon?
I hope so. I'm sorry I have to spend the night here tonight.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, you'll be home tomorrow, and we'll sit down and have a very long talk.
Saw Monica a little while ago.
Did you?
Yes, we had a lovely visit.
I'm sure.
No, really. So what's the problem with Rick Weber?
There's no problem.
Alan, please, I couldn't help it over here.
Is that a polite way of saying you were eavesdropping?
I want to know why he doesn't want Monica to go home when she's released from here.
I don't want to discuss it with you, Tracy.
What's the matter, Alan? Have you got something to hide? Have you been up to your old tricks again, brother dear?
I said I don't want to discuss it with you.
Why did you quarrel in the first place? Did it have something to do with, Rick Weber?
Tracy, if you don't stop.
Am I interrupting something?
You're not interrupting a thing. Actually, there is one Quartermain that you still haven't met, and if you're going to stay around at Port Charles, everyone must at one time or another come in contact with my dear sister. Amy Vining, Tracy Quartermain.
Hi.
I'm ready to go.
So I see.
Look, Scotty, I'm really sorry about tonight, but Luke has been so nice about giving me time off, and I just couldn't impose on our friendship anymore. He's my boss.
Yeah, sure.
You're angry with me.
Well, why would I be angry with you?
Because I forgot to tell you that I had to work tonight.
Look, you want me to
I'll drive you over there. You want me to do that?
Scotty, I thought that you were going to be going back to the office tonight. I thought that you would be well on your way by now.
Laura, I wanted to spend some time alone with you.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You know, we haven't been together much, alone.
And why do you think that is?
Because I have to work, usually late at the office.
Exactly. While I sit here and wait for you to get home.
And then you usually fall asleep on me.
Well, I can't help it, Scotty. It's pretty boring being cooped up in a little apartment every night.
Is that why you want to go to work at the disco? For the fun and the excitement? Is that it?
I want to make us some extra money.
Come on, now be honest. You really dig the excitement down there at that discotheque.
Oh, sure. Sure, and I love having blisters on my hands and my feet from carrying trays around, from rushing back and forth all night long. Are you trying to pick a fight?
No, I know I'm not trying to pick a fight. I'm disappointed.
So am I. Scotty, that man that we went to the memorial service for tonight, he was my father, too. For 12 years. He was a man that I loved and that I cared about. Now, did that ever even occur to you?
No, I guess it did. I just keep thinking that, that Rick is...
Rick is my father now. But he wasn't there when I was 2 years old and I fell off my first tricycle. Or when I was 5 years old and I had the chicken pox, or when I was 10 years old and I wanted someone to tell me about boys.
Okay, come on. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, all right?
Sorry isn't good enough, Scotty. Now, I don't like being humiliated in front of Brian and Claudia like that, and don't ever order me around.
I wasn't ordering.
And
I just
certainly
wanted
don't
to
order me at the last minute to stay home because you suddenly decide that you happen to have the night free. You just stay home and you find out what it feels like to be alone.
No.
Listen, I just made myself a cup of coffee. Can I make you a cup of tea?
If you're making it, I don't know if I'm interested in it.
Hey, come on, I'm getting much better now. I'm not burning the boiling water anymore.
Oh, shit.
Trust me, it's okay.
Well, I guess we can go together.
Okay. Listen, you heard from Leslie today?
Yeah, this afternoon.
Anything?
No, I'm frustrated, Jeff. I guess that's why I'm here. I'm not gonna lay anything heavy on you. I shouldn't even brought it up.
Hey, come on, knock it off, huh? Who else are you gonna come to? Look, Rick, I'm beginning to get the feeling that we're making ourselves far too busy. Listen, I miss spending time with you. Living the life of a dedicated doctor is one thing, but when it starts separating you from the people you love, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Hey, there's no way you and I are gonna get separated.
All right, saying that's one thing, but doing it's totally a different thing, huh? Okay, I'm not so much talking about you as I am about myself.
You want to tell me about Arizona?
Rick, I don't think I'm ever going to see my kid again. I mean, I try to keep up hope, but I'm telling you, it's rough.
Cal Jameson being dead, that is rough.
Rick, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can do. So maybe Cal Jameson dying is the best thing that could have happened to me. I can just forget about the whole thing.
Can you do that?
I sure can try. And I think I could make it if it weren't for one thing that just keeps eating away at my head.
You haven't told me the whole thing yet.
No. Just before he died, Jameson told me that Heather's known all along where Stephen Lars could be found.
You believe him?
Rick, the man was dying. I mean, why would he lie about a thing like that?
Well, I guess he wouldn't, would he?
So you can see that it isn't just the fact that I may never see my son again that I have to put out of my head. It's Heather, too.
Jeff, Heather was not well. She was going through a very rough period.
You talking about the miscarriage?
What?
Rick, I can't go on blaming everything that's happened on that miscarriage. I mean, I've been kidding myself. How the hell can I ever forgive her? Knowing where my son is and never telling me.
Hello?
Hello?
May I stay for a moment?
Of course.
I promise I won't say or do anything to upset you.
How was the memorial service?
I think that Amy was very pleased. It was very touching and it was very sad. Only made me realize that we have so much and she has so little. That's what I was thinking about when I was sitting in the hospital chapel, trying to pray for a man that I'd never met, when the truth is I was praying for the two of us and for the baby, praying that you might forgive me.
I made a decision, Alan. I don't want to discuss it. I don't want to quarrel. I can't. I intend to fight the Krikorian case in court along with Rick. I owe it to myself and to my career.
What about the baby?
If I find that it's affecting the baby, then I'll get out. Alan, we wouldn't have to worry about the baby at all, neither one of us, if we hadn't had the quarrel.
I saw Rick tonight. He gave me quite a lecture. I won't tell you where to go, and I won't try to keep you from what you must do professionally.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to beg you to come home either, Monica. But you are my wife, and you are carrying my child, and that does give me certain rights. But I certainly don't want you to come home out of a sense of obligation, but out of love. I'd really like to think that you could find it in your heart to forgive me. Because no matter what else, I love you. And you see, the only thing that matters to me is that you get well, and can you give me some hope? Some hope. I know I've made a terrible mess of things, Monica. The only excuse that I have is that I do love you. My God. How could I have done this to you?